have a microclimate. So we can grow things that people maybe 2 blocks away can't grow, because in the wintertime, they're gonna get a freeze. Last year, we didn't get 1 day of freezing because the water keeps us warmer here in the wintertime. And then in the summertime, it keeps us cooler, actually. So, because the water is always about the same temperature. So we have a lot of fruit trees, and we have a papaya tree growing, and we have some real tropical things like bananas that normally don't grow. So we do more in fruit trees than we do vegetables. And I'm sorry, right now the only thing to eat would be a goji berry, because the mulberries are just tiny and green. Strawberries are gone. We had so many blueberries, they were just wonderful, but they're all gone. You know, they're all springtime. What I do is, like at the University of Florida, they develop fruit trees that will grow here with less cold. And so we try just to buy those and don't buy something at Lowe's or Home Depot, because that came from up north and it's just not gonna give you anything here. So.
What is this?
These are key limes or lime quats. They have 2 names. So this is a lime quat, that's a lime quat, and it's just full of little tiny babies. Yeah. And then one of those are a lime tree, and one is a Myers lemon tree.
Yeah. Where's that you?
Well, what I say is I'm not going to feed anything that doesn't feed me back. So if I feed this grass, I can't eat it. So it's a waste. It's just a waste to buy things to feed it. So more and more we take out the grass and plant things that'll feed us back.
It's a great saying.
So that's where the asparagus are now. But we had some really nice ones, like that would have been when it first came out, when it's only about this big, would have been good. But you know, this is what they call basil, but it's not the best basil to cook with. It's kind of strong. But the bees love, I grow it just for the bees. Anyway, so the bees are here to pollinate my vegetables. They'll go from one bloom to another bloom so that they'll make squash or beans or whatever they're going to make. So this is where I said I grow my lettuces and all, because it's so nice and cool, because lettuces grow in the wintertime. They don't like it here in the summertime.
Turmeric or ginger in there?
I have both turmeric and ginger. Boy, did I have the turmeric. I was throwing it in the wrong place. I wasn't sure what it was. What is it?
It's turmeric.
It is turmeric? See that volunteer there, I didn't plant it there. Oh, that's a nice piece.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Yeah, grab that one.
You just kind of break it up?
Yeah. We bury for compost. So right here I have an avocado tree growing, because I threw my avocado pit in my compost. So every day I bring my compost out, I dig a hole, and I put the compost in, I cover it up. It's not the way you're supposed to do it, but that's the way I do it.
It works,
So
yeah.
I used to have an official compost pile, which was 3 by 3 by 3, and we would put all our trimmings and everything in there. And then we never could use the compost because all these papaya trees started growing out of it from the seeds from the papaya. So that's how we grew papayas for a couple years out of the compost pile, and never got to use the compost. Only the papaya tree got it.
So there's the papaya.
And this was only this big in the beginning. I bought this tree 3 years ago, and 2 winters in a row it was too cold and it died. But this last winter, since we didn't get any freezing days, we have koalas. Last year I had cucumbers here. They were wonderful. This year I just didn't get around to planting any seeds. We had great strawberries, but they're gone. Do not put this piece beyond this. I have hit my head on it 1,000,000 times. This one's okay, but not this one. I had to make sure, in fact, I couldn't just leave it on dirt. I had to put a bunch of mulch on top of the dirt, because if they lay in the dirt, they rot. The same, oh my gosh, I didn't know we had them that big.
Yeah.
Now, that's only about half the size. Oh, it is. It is. No, it's a pomegranate. Oh my God, I didn't know this was growing here. Yeah, this is, but of course, this is a baby. We have some bigger pomegranates over here. No, pomegranate. Here's one. But it's not red. They're not ripe. They're very, very hard.
Oh, wow.
And there's a new one coming up.
Yep.
So that'll be ready in like a day. They grow so fast. But these are some that you want. Hmm? Oh, was it on the ground? You can take it. Sometimes they say to put it in the refrigerator for like 2 days, and then you bring it out, and it may ripen. But first, keep it cold for a couple days.
So try that, Shamaria, and then let us know, okay?
This one is like 2 or 3 different kinds of fruit. This is a peach tree, and that's a peach tree. And you know, they all look the same to me after a while. My husband is the one who. No, I don't see any bananas.
So how is it, James?
They're supposed to be very good for you.
And what was it called?
Goji berry.
Goji berry.
It's supposed to be one of the best health foods around. So a lot of people dry them and then add them to different food and dishes and all that.
It almost tastes like a tomato.
Yeah.